Hi. Today I'd like to talk about. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but I'd like to talk about something that I chose in the articles of BBC. So like from now on, I'm gonna have a look at the like a bunch of BBC like articles, and then maybe I'm gonna visit some categories of BBC, like BBC culture and BBC like policy, like political, those things, and then like I'm gonna talk about the article, which is located in the third article, like from the top. Yeah. So I'm gonna count it like from 1 to 3, and I'm gonna choose the article that actually appeared like the third. Huh? Appeared as a third article. Wild to say. It's kind of hard to say. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna read the third article from the top. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. So yeah, let me just start with the easier one, which is actually sports, which also like I'm kind of into. So I think that's gonna make me kind of easy to analyze or easy to like talk about it like for quite a long. So yeah, let me talk about 1, 2, 3. Southampton star Manchester City. Yeah, actually I've already talked about it, like a lot, but yeah, let me talk about it. This is like more like a result. It's like it's more like a result than kind of articles, but this is the article about Southampton, which is Southampton, like from England, actually beat Manchester City in FA Cup in the quarterfinals. So Southampton just beat Manchester City 2-0, and then Southampton just take a step to the semi-final, I would say. Yeah. So this is like one of the most surprising fact or surprising result that I got for quite a long I don't know. Yeah, like since like World Cup. I think since the biggest biggest upset that happened in the game between Argentina and also Saudi Arabia. And yeah, I think this is the most surprising one since that game. And then like Southampton, like I have no idea actually how they beat Manchester City, because yeah, Manchester City is really like Manchester City has a lot of good players that has a quality of like scoring goals and also like creating chances. So yeah, it's kind of hard to like imagine like how they won. But actually I saw the actually Southampton is located at the bottom, in the Premier League. Yeah, at least they are in the Premier League, but like they're in the 20th place, which is the lowest one. So that's quite interesting. And then I think I don't really know the reason, but I think the reason that I know the reason, but like I'm not really sure if it's correct or not. Yeah, I think the reason that Southampton were able to beat Manchester City is that I think the goalkeeper that Manchester City actually like used was not really good. I don't even know like what his name is, but he was a substitute of he's usually a substitute. Like for example, when it comes to like the game in Premier League, he doesn't play. Like usually Ederson play. Ederson is a really good goalkeeper who doesn't really allow the opponent to score the goals. Yeah. But for those people, and like yeah, it's kind of hard to compare with him. Like it's kind of tough for him to just to be compared with him, because he doesn't really match him, much Ederson, like yeah. So that's kind of hard for him to be compared with him. But actually he's got actually he's made a bunch of mistakes in the games, and actually that the second goal was actually, I think, his fault, the goalkeeper's fault, because when he shot the goal, or sorry, when he shot the ball, or like shoot the ball, yeah, when he shot the ball like toward the goal, at that time, like he was way far from the goal, so that like the kind of the goal kind of actually the ball actually, like soon after he kicked the ball, like the ball like went quite high, while like he was far from, actually the course was not really tough to just stop, but actually he was like way, like he was standing way front, he was supposed to be like close to the goal, but like he was quite far, so that like he couldn't reach it like at all. So that's just fucking shit. Yeah, I should have said that, but yes. And I'm gonna, let me just change the subject, because I've been talking about like this topic like for like 5 minutes or something. Yeah, let me just go to work life. Sounds kind of the reason I chose work life as a second article is I thought that was really interesting topic to talk about. And I'd like to talk about like something that and also the second reason would be, actually I started like I'm on the way of just reading Atomic Habits, and that book like inspired me a lot, and kind of motivated me to just make make a lot of habits, and that helps me to have a better life, I would say. Yeah, that helps me to have a better life. Like, yeah, that just reading that book just contributes a lot, just to me having a better life. So yeah, and like making a habit just kind of related to work life, so that like I also like expect like one of the article to have that kind of topic. I mean, the topic about like some like habits or something. So yeah, let me just talk about it. The companies that burn out young grads. The third one would be the rise of no, I've already read this. The rise of one and done parenting. Yeah, let's just talk about it. It's kind of problem that happened in like all around the world. Yeah, it's about the problem of just parents just having just one child and not giving another birth. Yeah, which is quite a problem, because in terms of the population, like at least, because like to give a birth, we need one sex each, I would say, like one girl and one man, and they're gonna produce one child. But like in a long term, if they continue to do that, the amount of population is gonna decrease. The population will like surely decrease, and we have to stop that from happening. But like this is an article about the amount of parents who have just one child like increasing. So this is a big problem for me. So like if I got married with somebody, like I would say Aichen, like I would like to have just 2 or 3 children, because I've got like 3 siblings, and I've got like a lot of good experiences like with them. Like it's really good to be not alone, good to have somebody like always. So yeah, and I don't wanna produce just 3 child. I don't wanna give like three births, because like people tend to group up, people tend to like group up and talk just with 2. So one has to be like one has to be just removed from that group, and then like the person who has been like the person who was left feel quite like alone, and then like yeah, and also we have to care about it. We have to take care of all the problems that it's gonna happen, and if we just produce just 3 children, that problem of just one child or a child feeling kind of alone, like it's just likely to happen. So I just don't want I just don't want that to happen. But anyway, I've talked about it too much. Yeah, when it comes to that, I also kind of understand the feeling of just wanting to have just one child, because they can give like all the emotions and all the energy, and they can they can just give all the energy just on just one child, so that that one child just just receive all the loves that they can give, so that like I think they are likely to grow with a kind-hearted, and then like I think so. So that's also really good part of it, part of that problem, that thing, parents just having one child. But like in the long term, like for example, like I wouldn't say for example, like the time of just a child of like a child just trying to say no, trying to say always no, it's gonna come, like for sure. And then like when that happens, the child, a child that who is a child like who actually is actually doing those things, or doing the opposite of what what their parents told them to do. Yeah, who's actually doing what parents told them to do, like have to be alone, because they have nobody left. But like if they have if they have siblings, they don't have to feel, they can share the feelings, why they want to say no, and why actually they can share the feeling. And sharing a feeling, or sharing what you think, like when they kind of get in trouble, is really important, because that kind of helps people like who has who is facing that kind of problem. I don't know how to say, kind of who has that kind of problem, just feel relaxed and just try to see themselves like objectively, so that like I think it's really important. That helps them to think like, or that helps them to like relax, and then like feel happy, and that helps them to feel as if they are not alone, even though like human beings are just alone, like always. I think the topic that I talked about was quite difficult, but I'm glad that actually I could talk about it quite well. I think I tried to talk, and I think I could, So anyway, see ya.